What's up, y'all? Big Waves in the building. Back with another episode of Carolina Panther Real Talk, Episode 11. Carolina Panther Real Talk, Episode 11. Carolina Panther Real Talk, Episode 11. They trying to get 11. They trying to get like me, but they'll never be Wave. Y'all know how it... Man, y'all already know what time it is. Big Waves in the building, man. Hey, I know it's been a while since I put out one of these videos, man. Life has been crazy for your boy over the last couple of weeks, but I am back, man. I was dealing with the flu for about 2 weeks. Then it was the holidays. Then it was birthdays and all of that stuff going on. But I'm back with another episode here, man. Hey, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but before we jump in there, man, make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Again, guys, my goal is to get to that 300. It's been a slow rise on getting there, but we about to take off. We about to drop it, and we got some exciting stuff planned for the future, man. Your boy has been working on some stuff behind the scenes, man. Y'all keep an eye on what's to come, and y'all gonna love it. I promise you, you are going to fucking love it. But anyway, we got a lot of stuff to catch up on, a lot of stuff to talk about, but let's go ahead and get into it. Panthers win yesterday, 23-10 against the, coming into the game, 3-7 Denver Broncos at home. Panthers, again, win 23-10. Sam Darnold started this game. Simply, Baker didn't play well last week, so he wasn't, going to be out there. P.J. Walker still dealing with the high ankle sprain. So let's go ahead and dive into this football game. Sam Darnold, 11 for 19, 164 yards, 1 touchdown, no turnovers. Russell Wilson, 19 for 35, 142 and 1 TD. And let's go ahead and start there. Let's talk about the quarterback play. First of all, Sam Darnold did pretty well. This was the number ranked 2 defense coming into this football game. I think that he held his own. He didn't make a ton of mistakes. Now, granted, he wasn't asked to do a lot, but when he was called upon to make some throws, he made some really good ones. 2 of them that really stand out is the touchdown pass. When he was off balance, he threw it to DJ Moore in the end zone, and it was just right on the money to him. Beat Patrick Surtain. Patrick Surtain really struggled in this football game. DJ Moore was cooking him up all day long. And then the deep ball down the right seam, where it was a deep throw. Sam Darnold really showed his arm strength on that. DJ made a great catch on the sideline. Those were the 2 biggest, best throws that I feel like Sam Darnold made in this game. Now, again, coming into this game, the Denver Broncos were like 3rd in the red zone defense. I think their pass defense was ranked 3rd as well. Overall, they were ranked like number 2. But they did not look like it yesterday. We was able to run the ball on them effectively. Deontay Foreman had 113 yards on 24 carries, adding Chuba Hubbard 65 yards on 17 carries. So we had our way with these boys yesterday. And again, I'm going to get a lot of grief, a lot of slack for not giving the Panthers credit. Hey, I'm giving the Panthers credit for winning this game. Defense they did yesterday what they've been doing all season, and that's dominating, right? Shout out to Brian Burns. I was one of those people, man, that wasn't really sold on him getting double-digit sacks, but I think he's pushed over the 10 mark now. Congratulations, Brian Burns. I'm giving you all your respect that you deserve for that. Now, I have my still my reservations about Brian Burns, but he did hit double-digit sacks. Only took him 4 years to do it, but hey, he's there. We pretty much shut them out. The Denver Broncos have problems. They are probably worse on offense than we are. Russell Wilson doesn't look like the Russell Wilson that I've known and what I've grown to know over his NFL tenure. He just looks scared. Their offense doesn't have any flow to it. They have 0 run game. Their offensive line play is not great. They really don't have any weapons outside of Cortland Sutton. It's just a bad football team. They really are. You can tell they're poorly coached. On the offensive side of the ball, there's no identity. Like I said, the run game is weak. The pass game is weak. I expected our defense to come in and dominate this game. And I picked the Panthers to win this game. Have not picked the Panthers to win a lot of games this year, but yesterday was one of those ones. And that was just simply because inferior competition at home. The Panthers have won at home in all 4 of their games, have yet to win the game on the road, or yet to beat any kind of competition. But granted, a win is a win. I'm going to take it. A lot of people are going to see this video and say, well, Wade, you're not giving them any kind of credit. You're not giving the Panthers credit whatsoever. No, it's not that. Yesterday was just a game that I expected us to win, right? I really did expect us to win. Like I said, this team is bottom of the barrel. There was no reason why we shouldn't be able to come in there. It doesn't matter if it was Sam, Baker, PJ. Doesn't matter who it was. This team has to win the games that they're supposed to win. And yesterday was a game that I feel like we're supposed to win. So what does that mean for us going forward, right? Well, currently right now, the Panthers sit at 4-8 and pretty much are in control of their own destiny. Everybody in the division lost yesterday. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost a close game in overtime to the Cleveland Browns, which pushed them to 5-6. The Falcons also lost yesterday. I believe that they're tied with us now at 4-8. And then, I believe they might be 5-7. And I think that we're at 4-8, and the Saints might be at 4-8 as well. So what does this mean for a potential playoff division win? There's a path, right? There's definitely a path there. There's definitely an opportunity for us to get there. Will we get there will be the question. So for those that don't know, Carolina is on a bye week in week 13, so there will be no Panther football next week. I am absolutely ecstatic about it because this team has really been stressing me out this season. So to have a week that I'm not talking about the Panthers is going to be phenomenal. But coming off of that bye, we have a tough game on the road against the Seattle Seahawks. And then after that, I believe we play Pittsburgh at home. Then we also play, I think after that we have the Lions. And then I think we finish the season with road games at the Bucks and road games at the Saints. So only 2 more home games left. Now, personally, I don't know what this is going to mean for Carolina. I believe it's going to take about 7 to 8 wins to really pull out the division. Now, granted, none of these teams in the NFC South, I feel like, are a threat to anybody at all. Tampa Bay has failed completely far from grace. I don't know if it's the Bruce Arians effect. I don't know if it's because Tom Brady is 85 years old and still playing. I don't really know what's going on with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Do they still have a ton of talent on their roster? Absolutely. But what that means for the rest of the season, I have no idea at all. The Falcons are who we thought they were. They were going to be a struggling team all year. I don't know how we lost to them in the first place. They are a very bad football team. No quarterback play whatsoever. Defense is suspect. The best thing I can say about the Falcons is they have a great running game. For the Saints, another problem. Don't have any kind of quarterback play. Really don't have any weapons at wide receiver outside of the emerging Chris Olave. The defense is not playing at the level that the defense have played in the past. So very much beatable team. I think that Carolina is going to have to get to at least 7 wins in order to have a chance at this division. Now, with the games that we have left, outside of the Seattle Seahawks, who are sitting at 6-5 currently right now, none of the teams that we playing are having a winning record, right? They just don't have a winning record. So are these games that the Carolina Panthers can win? Absolutely. They can win these games. If they come out and do the things that they did against the Denver Broncos, against, these teams, who knows what may happen. But, I'm going to be very reserved about what I think about this team going forward. And I just have to be, right? Until we can stack back-to-back wins again, until, we crossed off one thing on our list this year. We finally beat somebody outside of the division. Granted, it was the Denver Broncos, but we did beat somebody outside of the division. Now the next thing to do is, can we beat a team on the road? That's going to be the question. Can the Panthers beat a team on the road? They have not done it all year. And then the next step will be, can we beat a team that's actually in contention? All of our 4 wins right now are against teams with losing records. We beat the Saints, They currently have a losing record, 4 games under 500. Right now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with that loss, put them under 500. We beat the Falcons on Thursday night. That's also a team with a losing record. And now, we beat the Denver Broncos team with a losing record. So I'm sorry if my enthusiasm, guys, is not like up here. I just can't, even with the division being there for the taking, I just don't feel confident enough in this team to just take the division and then try to go to the playoffs and beat anybody, that's up there in the NFC elite. I think right now the Panthers will lose to all of the top 5s in the NFC. I think we lose to Dallas. I think we lose to the Eagles. I think we lose to Minnesota. I think we lose, who else am I forgetting? Damn, who am I forgetting from that? The Giants. We've already lost to the Giants. All the teams that are on top of the NFC right now, I just feel like we will not be able to beat those teams in the postseason. You know what I mean? And let's not forget, guys, we're hurting our draft stock as well. After the win yesterday, Carolina currently 6 with the 6th pick in the upcoming draft, continuing to hurt our chances at potentially grabbing a franchise quarterback in next year's draft. I don't know, man. We're in a really kind of fucked up place to be because, granted, the division is still terrible for enough for us to still have a chance to make the playoffs. But at the same time, I also feel like we're not going to beat any of these teams that are at the top. So making the playoffs, yes, it would be great. Everybody will be happy. I'll be excited. But at the end of the day, it's still going to probably end up a wash of a season. Anything short of a Super Bowl is a wash of a season, especially when you don't have an answer at quarterback. So do I think that we're hurting our opportunity and our chances to get a quarterback? Absolutely. But that's that place that you're in because at the end of the day, you want your football team to win. So I don't fucking know, guys. I really don't know. All I know is that let's just take the rest of this season one game at a time. We'll see what happens. I'm not overly optimistic about it. Yes, there is a path to the playoffs. Yes, there's an opportunity for Carolina to take the division. But if I had to put my life savings on that, I probably would not bet it. I just probably would not bet it. And I'm only saying that not because this is not my team. I'm saying that because I haven't seen it. I don't go off of hope. I don't go off of what things could potentially be. I have to see it to believe it. So until I fucking see it, so be it. But y'all already know what y'all need to do, man. That is my whole take and outlook on this Denver Broncos game. It was a win, nevertheless. Panther Nation should be excited about it. Getting our 4th win of the season. Let's see if we can get a couple more. Let's see what we can do. I don't know. It's just so hard for me, man. Let's try to put the back-to-back wins first. We got a bye week that's giving us 10 days to prepare for the Seattle Seahawks. Let's see if we can go on the road and beat this football team in Seattle. We'll see. All right. But again, if you're new to the channel, please make sure that you like and subscribe, share, tell your peoples about it. Tell your sisters, your brothers, cousins, your mothers, baby daddies, sisters, uncles, nieces, nephews, daddies, brothers, cousins. Y'all tell everybody about it. Make sure to smash on that like button as well. Life is Just a Wave podcast. And y'all, I got a lot of shit up my sleeve, man. This shit is about to blow the fuck up. But y'all already know what time it is. I'm your boy, Big Waves in the building. Shout out to Tsunami Gang. Shout out to all the surfers out there. Y'all already know what time it is, baby. Remember, no matter what you going through, no matter what you facing, life is just a bunch of waves, baby. Y'all ride that shit to the shore. Big Waves out.